was the first part. What we had to do was assault a window, a bunker, a foxhole, and then just somebody standing out in the open. And while we were going through, we had to practice IMT, buddy. You know, buddy got you covered going through the course. And while we were doing this, we were under sniper fire. So we had to make sure that we were covered properly and we were doing the right things to make sure that we weren't getting hit.
The map reading portion of Ranger Challenge is essentially a 10-minute test in which the cadets are given 2 copies of the same map and 25 questions. And they have to answer those questions. The skills that are required to answer those questions are pretty much all just map-oriented, obviously, but they're very academic. You have to use a protractor, do some math, conversions, and you have to be able to read a map effectively according to military standards.
The LANAV course is basically, it'll be a couple square miles, and you'll have to navigate through those with your team to find points in certain areas. And so you're going to have to basically take your map and a compass and head out with your team and try to go basically as fast as you can to find those points. And so you have to be pretty accurate, and your team will have to be able to keep a good pace count for how far they've gone along the road and be able to stay on course and be heading in the right direction and do it in a timely manner.
We were told beforehand that we were going to encounter various weapons caches, foreign weapons, grenades, IEDs, and we'd have to keep our heads on a swivel as we're out patrolling and marching down the road.
And it said 300 meters there's a casualty. Someone is injured, something's wrong with him. You take your men, go, and treat him, and get him help. So we had the compass, we took off, travel in formation. The great thing about medical is you have this casualty, he's unconscious or something, and you have no idea what's wrong with him. We had to look at him, feel him, find out what's going on. We treated his injuries, try to keep him alive. Got a litter, put him on there, and then transport him into a clear area where we can get a helicopter in. Called in a 9-line for medical support.
A rope bridge, you tie a rope between 2 trees and you get your team and equipment across. You have to tie your Swiss seat, which is like a harness out of just a rope you have with you. You hook yourself and your gear to the rope, you pull yourself across, and you have to disassemble the rope bridge and then pull the last guy across. LRC was very similar. We had to move ourselves and our equipment across between 2 trees, except this time we also had to bring a casualty strapped to a stretcher. We didn't have to bring any MREs or water this time. It was difficult, but we did well.
Go, did the 10 minutes of push-ups, cranked those out, and then they told us 30 seconds, 10 minutes were over, we went right into the sit-ups and cranked those out. As soon as those were done, got our gear on again, went right on the march or the run, and just came back all the way around to the talk, and that was it. That was the layout of the APFT. It was just go, go, go.
We had to first take an arrangement of sandbags that was about 50 meters away, and we had to reassemble it on the other end of the 50 meters in exactly the same orientation and exactly the same way. And then the second part of that was we had to push a Humvee a specified distance and maneuver it around some traffic cones.
The inspection at the end is probably one of the most important parts. It's one of the easiest parts. All you do is take out all the stuff that's in your rucksack. And if you have it, great. If you don't, you get the boo-boo face. It's not a good thing. You get penalized big time if you don't have your stuff.